There you go. I'm sure that 1936 punch was probably favored to win.
You're playing.
So call Tim. Might get Tim Beret. He's probably got some somewhere.
You're playing 3 of your first 4 games against veer-oriented teams. I mean, obviously Air Force and Furman's a little bit different than Georgia Southern, Paul Johnson strain, but kind of the same idea. What benefits and challenges does that present to play them all so close together?
Well, I mean, I guess, benefits are you get a lot of practice on cut blocks, and it's not a foreign thing to you. You get more practice time against that. The bad part of it is the other teams get to see you play, because most of the time when you play an option team, they don't really have a lot of tape to study you on. As far as how you might defend certain things. So it's good and bad.
Coach, you said last week that the quarterback competition wasn't as clear cut as it was last year. How close exactly are Kelly and Trevor right now, and could you see this competition going game by game well into the season?
Yeah, and that's I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all yet, but that's exactly where we are. Last year it really wasn't close. It wasn't very different. First of all, Kelly's trying to win the job. Everybody's trying to win the job, and it went. It wasn't close. It was very clear cut, and that's where we were. This year's different in that now you got a proven guy, a guy who started for 14 games for you. He's won a conference championship in his first year as a starter, and people get better. People improve, and that's I don't care where you start, guys improve, and that's what's happened with Kelly. He's had a tremendous year of prep since January, and I've had a front row seat, no idea how it was going to play out. Obviously, you bring a guy in here like Trevor Lawrence, who is really off the charts from a talent standpoint, but you don't ever know until you start coaching a guy, how's that going to translate. Guys can be really, really talented in high school, but sometimes it takes a little longer to translate to this level. There's a lot going on, and but he demonstrated this spring that he's one of those unique guys that he has this unique talent, but he also demonstrated that, man, he was absorbing it very well, and he wasn't overwhelmed, but still made a lot of mistakes. I mean, it's just a lot, and Kelly was the clear winner in spring as far as, okay, well, he's the starter. But it was also pretty obvious that, man, you got a guy right here that is, we think he's going to get better. And that's kind of how we went into camp, and that's what we saw. But I'll tell you, I'm really, really proud of Kelly because, man, you got to have thick skin when you play quarterback. And you got so many people with their opinions and agendas, and they don't watch practice, they don't watch one tape, even when they do, they don't know what they're watching. I don't know what the people are being asked to do. They don't know who's right and who's wrong, and so I've just been really proud of him because how he's handled it. It's been really a breath of fresh air because he's just been locked in on himself. He's had an awesome camp, 3 scrimmages. I think he was 23 of 32, 300-something yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and just did a tremendous job. Played with both groups. Didn't always get first team reps. Those reps were split all camp, and so he just came out on top from a grade standpoint. And that's at some point you gotta go play, and so that's where we are. The flip side of that is Trevor